Okay, you guys, good evening. I just prayed, but I started the recording. Tonight, we're going to go over the workshops that we had on Saturday and last night. We're going to go over them. However, I'm not going to tell all of my notes because that is not the reason why we are on here sharing, because I wanted you guys to watch the workshops and take notes to see what you learned as well. And I know that I know Lois was on the workshops both, and she is going to get on and share her notes as soon as I just text her because I know that she took notes because we've been conversing through text message, and so she'll be getting on and sharing her notes. We did have the vision workshop on Saturday, and I just replayed it back for myself again, just to make sure I took some notes on that. I have been, it is the last Tuesday. Tomorrow was New Year's Eve. I don't know what you all been doing. Okay, so I'm going to tell you this. I sent out a deal for my customers for December 29th, 30th, and 31st. An awesome deal for them to get stuff on sale at the end of the year. Now, I got my promotion from 2 years ago when I sold $1,200 in 3 days. That's the promotion I'm using. Have I got any sales from that at this point? So when you guys say that nobody's buying, have I got any sales? I have not got one order in 2 days from the sale. So just so you know, I'm just praying that God's going to move and everybody's going to order tomorrow. And if nobody orders tomorrow, then nobody orders tomorrow. And then I'll make note of it. And next year I will not do it. So do you keep track of what you do uh, on your activity and what works and what doesn't work? Well, I'll definitely make note on this that if I don't have something come in tomorrow, I'll definitely know that not to do it next year. Because what I know is that this year people are different. They're totally different. And I know that, far be it from me, but when I have sent out email after email and text message after text message, just to let them know that the sale started yesterday, and I'll send out a text message tomorrow to let them know it's the last day. And if they don't take advantage, I totally get it. If they can't take advantage of it, I totally get it. Sometimes we're not in the spot where we can do that. However, don't come next week, and I don't mean to be mean or sound mean, but they can't come next week and say, hey, are you having a sale? Because you know what? The sale is this week, this last 3 days. And so next week, as of the 1st, they're not getting a sale unless it's their birthday month. They'll get 20% off. But anybody else, nada, not going to get it. So I've had people do that. I actually have had customers do that. After my pink week, I went for 2 weeks, had the big sale, and then I had somebody like 2 days later say, hey, are you having a sale? Well, I just had one. And so one person actually said she'll wait until the end of February to order. So, you know, sometimes you guys don't get frustrated when your people don't order, when your customers don't order. Don't get frustrated because, like I said, I've worked, put in the work, sent out the emails, scheduled the emails, put it all together, paid for someone to create the flyer, to fix the flyer just for this sale for 3 days. And I have not had one person order, not one. Do I get frustrated? Yeah. And I just have to give it to God. It's in God's hands. He'll make it come for some reason. He might not be having me have any sales. I really need the sales, but maybe he thinks that I don't need the sales. Maybe I'm going to have a windfall and it's all going to be good because I live off of my sales. That's how I survive. That's how I pay my extra stuff, like all my supplements and my prescriptions and everything are off my sales. Because I don't know about you, but I average about, well, it's 200 a month. It's over 200 a month just for two doctors, my homeopathic doctor and my chiropractor. And that doesn't count any supplements, any bioidentical hormones, any thyroid medication, anything else. So I want to say I average about $400 to $500 a month out of pocket just for my physical well-being. And it's not covered by prescription. It's not covered by insurance. So that's why I work as hard as I do, so I can be healthy enough and be physical fit enough to work and to do what God wants me to do. So if he, for some reason, decides that nobody needs to buy anything, well, then I have to be good with what his decision is, and I'll just pick up and I'll keep moving. I will book people, which, like, I have people booked for, I think, Friday and Saturday. I don't know. I have one booked on Friday. I can't tell you. I have to look at my new calendar. I think I got one booked for Friday, maybe one booked for Saturday too. Well, one booked for Friday, but I don't know about Saturday. So I have to book people. And I don't know about you, but we need to book. We need to book to get faces in order to get new customers, in order to get sales. And that's how we operate. Unless you have a golden way to do it that's not like that, then, I mean, we had the Christmas sales, we had the, Pink Week sales, but I am so behind on what I did last year at this time that it's, I don't know. God's got me in a different place. He's humbling me. Humbling me. That's what I'm going to say. So anyway, so Lois, do you have some notes? What, you got some takeaways for the vision workshop?
Yes, I do.
You got the vision workshop and the one last night. So which one do you want to start with?
I'll do the vision one.
Okay.
Let's see.
What do you got? Then I'll tell you what I wrote down.
Okay. I have a lot here. Okay. It's okay. So I got, first of all, start and don't wait. You got to be ready for February for the career conference. So you can have 3 active, 3 active. It's a holiday season. Women need something more. So you need to be talking to people about joining the business. Looking for a fresh start. Not about doing more, doing what matters most. There's a breakthrough. It only about deciding to be a DOQ. So you want a DOQ. Haven't met your Gloria moment. I think she was talking about Gloria Mayfield because she's
Probably.
momentum. So she always talks about momentum. So that's what she was talking about. But believe in yourself. 1 to 10 active team members, and one day, your belief may be what she needs. So they're talking about if you keep like recruiting, then your team is going to look at you and see what you're doing, and then that's going to make them want to do it.
Right.
And then Kim McClure, she was like talking about quit talking about it and just do it. You focused, committed it, make appointments happen. Couldn't stop, believe in myself, believe in God. Have the right heart. So you have to have the right heart to do this, so going in it. So yeah, you got to think the right way about this. Seeing myself being a director. So she's like telling us to see yourself being a director. That's where I got to start looking at, is seeing myself being a director.
Because that's your goal, isn't it?
Yes. Yes. Uh-huh.
So for somebody that the director is not their goal, they just need to see their self in the next step,
Yes.
right? whatever the next
Yes.
step is, whether it's 10 new customers or whether it's a senior consultant. But be committed to getting that, right?
Yes. Uh-huh.
Okay.
Whatever you whatever goal you set, commit to that and go after it. And step outside your comfort zone.
Yeah, I got that one too.
And huh?
I got that part too. I got
Yeah.
the first three I forgot to write down. I was listening to her and I forgot to write down, but I remember the focus and the commitment. And on Brittany, I got what I gathered from her is what stuck out to me on Brittany was when she said, "Who is your next world changer? Who are you going to meet that's going to be your next world changer?" You know, like she was
Mm-hmm.
somebody's world changer. And then, and one thing Brittany said too was, "What do you need right now?" You know, like, what do you
Mm-hmm.
need right now? And then Kim, I missed the first few, but I did get step out of your comfort zone. And then did you get create more space in your schedule?
Uh, no, I didn't get that one.
Okay.
I just be confident. Confidence attract other confidence women, confident in women. And then you book 8 to hold 5, and then book another 8 to hold 5. In 2 weeks, you have 10 appointments. And
Something that Kim said too after she said the book 8 to whole 5, I wrote down. When you book 8 to whole 5, you're actually getting a shot at her face and a shot at her heart.
yeah, that's what I was just gonna say.
Oh yeah.
I wrote that down. So yeah, that's what
Yeah.
I have that. Uh-huh.
I thought that was
Yeah.
interesting. Get a shot at her face because we're going to do her
Hmm.
facial, and then you get a shot at her heart to make an impact on her heart, which is kind of
Right.
cool. Yeah.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
What else did you
And
get?
30 women, get 30 women to listen and share your passion. Be duplicatable, tracking faces and sales. Um,
A
let's see.
track number, she said, a track number grows. Don't quit. It gets messy in the middle. Does it ever get messy in the middle?
Yeah. Ah, definitely.
All the time.
All the time. Yeah.
I thought it was funny. Gets messy in the middle. Oh, yes, it does. It gets messy in the middle. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
She said something about the pain of regret weighs tons. And then I
Yeah.
didn't get the rest of it. Something about the consistency.
I gotta go and get it. Um,
I
yeah,
think
because I have pain and regret.
the consistency weighs less, but I didn't get the exact words on it.
Yeah, I didn't get all of that either. Just pain and regret weighs tons. And
Yeah.
then and then I have go and get it. And then
And do not despise the small beginnings.
yeah, don't quit. Lean into God, and then tons of no's to get your yeses. That's what I got to remember. Tons of no's, and then you'll get your yeses.
I
So,
think that's why we always say try to get 100 no's because you can't
mhm,
ever get 100 no's. You can't ever.
mhm, mhm,
If you get the tracking sheet of 100 no's and try to get 100 people to say no to you, you won't make it. You know, that's a
mhm,
lot of no's, but it's um, it's hard to get 100 people to say no to you.
mhm.
I mean, if
Right.
somebody does, oh, let me know. Let me know you got 100 no's. I'll take you to dinner. I want to
Okay.
know how you did it because I've never got 100 no's.
Mhm.
Yeah. So what'd you get for Holly Lowe? I love me some Holly. I love Holly Lowe. In
Mhm.
fact, I'm going to go to when I go to leadership. Her and Karen Rydell and Julia Monday Garner. They're doing an event, and I signed up for it last night. So It's I signed
I
up.
didn't get the names on. Was she the next speaker?
Yeah, the
Um,
blonde, the blonde.
then you guys make new decisions, make a mind change and a breakthrough. Don't need confidence. Just start new. You need momentum. Mm, Make a goal deadline. Let's see. You never will rise higher than the words you speak about yourself every day. And it's decide, declaration, do. You have a bigger vision in 2026.
Yep.
Um, Set short-term goals for 30 faces and 10 interviews in a month. The kick. She talked about the kit and commit consistency.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
And make a change and invest your time. Be willing for short-term goals, and you make sacrifices. Listen to God, and God is calling you. Passion for your dream. Mary Kay needs more directors. Now it's your time.
Yeah.
I like that. So,
Yeah. The I didn't realize Kim McClure was retiring. We have so many nationals retiring at this leadership conference. Um, we have so many nationals retiring. Um,
mhm.
Janice Trude is staying around one more year because she's international, and she's doing some work internationally uh, and here with directors as well. So she should have retired this year too, but they actually she's the most tenured national that we have, and she's internationally, so she's building internationally. Yeah, and for what, if you don't know what that means when we have so many nationals retiring and they have not built internationally, um, when they retire at 65 or earlier, like some of them are retiring before they're 65, they take the best 3 out of the last 5 years they were nationals, and I think they get around, I want to say 60% of that income for 15 years. 60,
Mm,
I was thinking 60 or 65%. I'm not sure exactly, but they get that for 15 years and then it stops. But when you're international and you have to be a director to build internationally, and your unit has to be strong and it has to be a certain amount, when you're international, when you retire as a national, you continue your income from your um, country that you built in will continue until you die. And when you
mm,
die, your family gets it. That's what a national does. When their money that comes in, and if they pass away before their 15 years is up, they can re-sign back up with Mary Kay after 15 years. But if
mhm,
they pass away before the 15 years is up, their family gets the money every year. Every month, their family gets the money that they would have got as a national. That's called a family security program. That's the retirement program for nationals. So your family gets the money. And they can, like Pam Shaw did, like Linda Tupin did, like Gloria Mayfield Banks did, when they retired as nationals, they passed their units on to their daughters. And well, Gloria had a daughter and daughter-in-law. She had a $2 million unit. She has a $2 million unit. So $1 million unit went to one daughter, and the other one went to her daughter-in-law. She passed on those people, and they automatically became a director. And when they did, they got those units automatically.
mhm,
They didn't have to beat the floor, get all the people like we do. But then they have to sustain it. They have to work to keep it flowing and have everything in place. Well, Linda Tubin passed it on to her daughter. Pam Shaw passed it on to her son. And there was one down in LA or down in San Diego that passed it on to her son. Her son came in, became a director, and she passed her unit on to him. So as a director, even we can pass our units on to if my daughter-in-law became or my granddaughter became a director, I could pass my unit on to her along with all my customers.
Mhm.
So there's perks in being a director in a national, and a national has a family security program where directors do not have family security program.
Mhm.
Anyway, so let me touch on
Mhm.
Holly Lowe, and then we'll jump on to the Ruth Everhart and the Jill Davis. Holly Lowe, I love Holly Lowe. She was the one that I trained on last year about the gardens, about being in the gardens, how to take the weeds out of the garden. In other words, your brain, and how to move forward. But anyway, I got, and she touched on this. Breakthroughs happen the moment you decide to move forward, not stop, not have a pity party, but to move forward. Like me, if I was to have a pity party right now because nobody's ordered, no. If I just keep moving forward, it's all in the mindset. Don't compare yourself. Breakthroughs come with movement, but are sustained with activities. So when you do, she was talking about when she was a Red Jacket and her first $1,000 check, she had recruited 6 people on her team, and she had $1,000 check, commission check, and um, she wanted to shut down the next day and not do anything. She just wanted to stop. Well, that wasn't going to help her. I mean, by stopping, it doesn't help you just because you get a check for 1 month. But you're with the how to sustain the movement that you've done, how to sustain your you need to have activity. If you want to earn a car or get a commission check every month, then you can do it for 1 month and quit, or you can sustain it and have the activity to keep building. God doesn't call the qualified, he qualifies the called. My life rises to the level of what my mind was speaking. So my life rises to the level that my mind is speaking, which is kind of weird because we talk to ourselves. So what are we telling ourselves? What are we telling ourselves in our mind? A goal with a deadline changes lives. You will never rise higher than the words you repeat daily in your mind. They'll never rise higher than the words you repeat daily. So what are you repeatedly telling yourself every day? Is it down or is it up? Are you telling yourself how good you are, how great you are, how you're going to accomplish all this stuff, or how you're going to just in life, not just Mary Kay, but in life? God's fearfully and wonderfully made you, or you're telling yourself bad stuff. Okay, so you will never rise higher than the words you repeat daily in your mind. And she said, decision, declaration, and do. One new decision, declaration in 2026. So make one new decision right now to by tomorrow night. Make one new decision, and the declaration in 2026, I am, and then finish it, and then do it. That's what I took from Holly Lowe. But
Mhm.
I can't wait till we go to the workshop in January with her. So it's going to be cool. And so you're right on Ruth Everhart. She said set short-term goals, 30 faces, 10 career chats. It's been that way my whole 25 years in Mary Kay. 30
Mhm.
faces, 10 career chats. That's how you could get to anything. She got to a pink Cadillac in 9 months. I think the thing is that we might do it 1 month, or we have some setbacks and we don't hit it. So then we don't continue to move forward to the activity to try to hit it again, especially after COVID. It's been kind of crazy. Be willing to make short-term sacrifices for long-term gain. And I forgot some other stuff that's in between there. So you have anything else you want to add to Ruth? Do you have anything else besides that?
Um, I forgot to write the names of who is saying what, but
Yeah. Well, see, I've never really been
oh, it's
trained
like
by Ruth Everhart. So I've only seen her a couple of times. Holly Lowe, I stalk her, so she's good because she's like down to earth crazy, and that's just how I am.
I had this tool of digging deep, like what happens when life happens.
Yeah, that was Jill
Um,
Davis. Uh-huh.
okay,
Go ahead, finish.
okay. Pre-decide to do the work. Identify why this goal is so important to you. Um, get that accountability and identifying what would stop you from doing your goal, and have a strategy, really clarity, how to get those team members and what is your goal, and developing the muscle to dig deep. And I am as
Yeah, that's what I got from Jill Davis too. I got
yeah,
dig deep,
okay. Hmm.
pre-decision, keep the goal in front of you, know why, and know who is impacted with your goal. Know why you're doing it and who's going to be impacted with your goal. Get an
Hmm.
accountability partner. Identify what could slow you down or stop you. Because if you
Hmm.
identify it ahead of time, then when it happens, you can keep going forward. And
Hmm.
then a strategy. Get a strategy. What is your strategy? And I got commitment level. What's your commitment level? 1, 2, or 3? Commitment level is, well, if something happens, I'm not going to do it. Or was that number 2? Commitment level is, well, yeah, that's my goal, but eh. And then commitment level 2 is, well, yeah, I'm going to do it, but if something happens, I'm not going to do it. Or are you all committed? You're all in. This is my goal. This is what I'm
Yeah.
going to do. Did I
Yeah, no
get?
matter what happens. Yeah.
Yeah, no matter what
That's
happens.
okay. Uh-huh.
I think that like when I was in a red jacket and I decided up here, I decided, well, actually, God decided. When I tried to hit DIQ 3 times and didn't make it, and that last time I told God, I said, okay, if you want me in DIQ again, then we're going to have to do car production 1 month before I even submit my DIQ. And we did it. Me and my team did it. I don't know how we did it. I can't remember back. I just remember doing it. And I just looked up and I said, okay, that means I have to work. Right. So I remember going to career conference and I remember sitting there in a red jacket thinking like, because at that time on Fridays we had like classes for red jackets and breakout, whatever. And I came out of career conference and I said, okay, I made the decision. I was going to do it no matter what. And, but I had made the decision in my mind. It's a decision that you make in your mind. You're going to do it no matter what. And when you're that laser focused, everything starts happening to come to make it happen when you're that focused. If you let all the other obstacles come around, then you won't make it. I mean, if everything, I mean, unless you're even, I want to say, even if you go in the hospital, when you're focused on your thing, you'll be looking at the nurses saying, okay, you need to join my team. I know I'm in the hospital. I know you're going to fix me, but join my team. Or who do you know that you're going to join my team? Who do you know that wants to buy Mary Kay? It's not all about just being in the hospital or being here or being there, even though you're dead, because it's your mindset. That's what you're focused on. Even though you may be down, maybe you've had a rough day, maybe something happens, but you still are, you're that focused, that laser focused on your goal, it's going to happen. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Have you ever been that laser focused?
I don't think so. No. Uh-uh.
Okay, so when you get that laser focus, whatever goal you set, you decide and you focus on that goal and you get that laser focused, it will come to pass. God will make it happen. He will bring people in and around, whether it's customers, whether you want to build 100 customers, whether you want to earn a car, whether whatever it is that you want to do, when you are that laser focused, it will happen. And I know that I still sold a ton of product. I don't know how. I still did all the faces. I don't know how. I can't remember. I just remember I was going, give me the next face. Okay, another one, another one, another one, until I found the people to finish. And I did DIQ in 3 months. And I worked night shift, 11:30 at night till 11:30 in the morning, 6 days a week. But I was that laser focused that it was going to get done by June 30th, no matter what. Did I have a senior director? I think so, for a hot minute. But did I ever see her? No. She lived in a different town. And then she quit.
Mhm.
So I really didn't have anybody helping me. I had an adopted director that I could reach out to if I had questions.
Mhm.
But yeah, so whatever your goal is, whether it's to be star, whether it's to be like I said, in a car, in a red jacket, whatever your goal is to be, when you're that laser focused, even if in life um, you wanted to get healthy, what else can I say? Well, I don't know what else, something else. Or you wanted to earn enough money to buy a new car. When you're that laser focused on doing the faces to earn the money to set aside to pay for a car or go on a trip, do a vacation, whatever it is, when you're that laser focused, it will happen. Because I want to say you're throwing it out to the universe, but the people will come to support your dream that you're trying to do, support your goal. People will come to support your goal.
So you just tell people what you're doing, um, then they're going to want to help you
Yep,
do it.
that's right. You tell people what you're doing and they'll support your goal. Whether it's bring some, they may not purchase from you, but they may send Susie over here to buy something from you. Their friend maybe wants some Mary Kay, or may want to join your team, or you know what I mean.
Hmm.
You got to share your goal. So that's why they always told us at the skincare class to, when you do your eye story, share what your goal is, share what you're working for. That's part of the eye story. You share what your goal is and what you're working on, because people will come to support and help whatever it is that you're doing. That's just, I don't know why I said that, but maybe somebody needs to hear it. So
I did.
yeah,
I want to
well,
hear that.
you know, and I was that laser focused to where I would tell people, hey, I'm on target for a car. You know, I'm building my team, and I would tell them, and it worked. You know, people would send people to help out if they couldn't help, and every, you know, that's just how it worked. Okay, so now the workshop from last, so anybody else got anything they want to say about the vision workshop? It was good. I posted the playback,
Hmm.
sent out the playback, so it's there. You guys can watch it. In fact, if you go to it, if it pulls it up in board, you'll be able to see the one that they did previous this year in July. The workshop, the vision workshop back in July, because that's the first one that they did was 6 months ago. Okay, so from the workshop last night at Janice's, she's pretty cut and dried. This is the way it is. This is what you need to do. This is. I mean, she's no fluff. She's no, and neither were these guys on the vision workshop either. I mean,
Hmm.
but what did you take away from Janice's? I want to hear what you got. I got notes from Janice.
Yeah, I do too.
And it was for consultants, but I still took notes, but it's okay. Go ahead.
Said, sell $300 a week. And 6 months every Sunday, 300. That's how you can become a star.
Mm-hmm.
And then yeah, you mean star consultant. That's how you get the star consultant program. Discipline and determination, and be focused. That's how you do that. And then you have to attend all your weekly meetings. Uh, Great ideas. Support your director. So make sure you're going to your weekly meetings to support your director because she has that. She does that for us. And what does and then what does your office look like? Are you organized? So you have to have an organized office to work in. You can't have it all everything everywhere else and like that. So
I know, I like that. I like that part. Yeah,
mhm.
because it's true. I mean,
Yeah.
it is true. When your office is a hot mess, I don't know. It's me. In fact, I've been decluttering around my desk.
Mhm.
I, I've actually taken a bunch of notes, and I have this little book right here, and I'm going to pull notes out of it, and I'm going to. Well, I'll tell you about that in a minute. But anyway, but yeah, it clutters your mind where you
Mhm.
cannot focus and do the work.
Yeah. You can't find anything. You
Uh,
can't find where you're at. So yeah, that's what I've been doing is reorganizing and getting everything, in the right area and organize my desk and my office and everything.
Okay, so let's jump back up where she said be a star. I've been
Hmm.
a star 93 quarters. Um, 93 quarters. I don't know what that is. I know that when I was first a consultant, I was not aware of what a star was. Um, I wasn't sure um, how to be a star or why to be a star. Because 6 months after I started my business, I moved out of state to another state. Uh, I actually fled to another state, is what I did. I fled out of fear um, to the situation. But, and then I didn't start going to any Mary Kay things till, I want to say 6 months after that. And then I really didn't start learning about STAR or anything until I started going to meetings, adopted director meetings. Somebody had adopted me. But once I learned, and then I was a hit and miss star because I really didn't know what a star was. But then once I grasped on to being a star and worked to be a star, it was kind of cool. I got all this little things with these little stones on my ladder showing me I was a star. And then when I hit 56, they sent me a star ladder with all diamonds, and I had to sign for it. So when you hit 55 Star Consult quarters on your 56th one, they'll send you a ladder or whatever they do now for stars. We had ladders, and it'll have diamonds all over it with a pink. I think they put a pink stone in it now. We used to have numbers because mine has a number in there. Um, but you'll have to sign for it because it is insured. They are real diamonds, which is kind of cool. So if you guys have been a star, you need to track your stars. And I like that she said, and I never thought about it this way because it wasn't taught to me this way. 300, write down 300 every Sunday and then work and mark it off when you sell during the week. And when you get to Saturday, hopefully you got the 300 marked off. Now, see, it
Hmm.
wasn't taught to me that way. So um, I didn't know about doing it that way. That probably would have been a little more simple
Hmm.
than because to me, when you say you got to be a star, $1,800, you go, oh, $1,800, but it's for the quarter. And
Hmm.
I know I've been taught to do after the star quarter ends, do 300 between the end and to the end of the month. And then the next month, do 600. The next month, do 600, and then do 300 by the 15th. But when you break it down to 300 per week, that's your goal, that's a good goal to have. I thought it was a good goal to have because when I first started and I decided I wanted to make more money with Mary Kay, my goal was to do 200 a week. And then it was 300 a week. And then it was 400 a week and 500 a week. And I'll tell you, this week, I probably haven't got $200 in because I haven't had anybody order. But tomorrow's going to be amazing. Just say, God's waiting for the last day. But to break it down and up it, when you start hitting $200 a week and then start hitting $300 a week, when you hit $300 a week, you're going to be a star. And then once you're a star once or twice in a row, then you're going to be a star every single time because you know what it takes to be a star consultant. They used to say stars earn cars, but as consultants, you cannot earn a car anymore. But stars, and it used to be that when you were a star consultant, your name would come up when somebody goes to marykay.com, your name would come up before anybody else's that wasn't a star. But that's not going to happen anymore either. So, so that's not going to have anything to do with anybody finding you on your website. So, but to focus on doing 300s every week is a good goal to have. And yes, attend the weekly meetings. Yes, we've had meetings in person forever until COVID. I have people who say, in fact, somebody who just joined asked, do you still have meetings, like physical meetings? I'm going like, oh, we're on Zoom most of the time now, but we do occasionally have meetings. I had somebody come and ask if we're going to do the bingo at the pizza place. I'm going, we haven't done it in a hot minute because we have to have participation. When we don't have people participating, I'm not going to go and pay for pizza if nobody's going to come and bring people. The whole point is to get your guests there. But anyway, and she said, what does your office look like? Make sure you have your office sort of somewhat where you can find things, whatever it is for you to be kind of organized, whatever your organization is. Because if your brain can work in a hot mess office, glory be to you, because I cannot. I have to have it has to be somewhat organized so I know where things are. Otherwise, I can't find anything and I get frustrated and I'll just leave my office. And she said branding. This cracks me up. Now, did you get the branding part?
Yes, I did. Yeah. Branding, like your t-shirts or hats or tote bags or samples. You always should have samples in a bag with your business card.
Yeah.
And
she was all about us directors telling us to go out and pass out an hour a day, 20 people or something, 20 samples. I don't know. An hour a day, go out for 20 days and pass out samples, an hour a day. Well, this is my input on that. Because I've done the pampering packs, went to the offices, and I really haven't got a whole lot of feedback from those people at all. So that's passing out samples. And I think I did my part of what I could do. So if it's up to you, she said like the charcoal samples are good, right? But you want to make sure you get a name and number with that. So you could actually follow up with them. Okay, bye, Robin. I got you. I see you. So you want to make sure you can follow up with them. So charcoal samples is probably the most cost effective that we have to pass out. And like you could pass out the charcoal sample and have them fill out a survey. Here, I'll give you a charcoal sample if you just fill out a survey. You know what I mean? Get a name and number back. If you don't have business cards, at least give them a name and number. Do a virtual business card or take a picture of one of your business cards and just text it to them so they have one. So you going to pass out samples, Lois?
I have, when I go out, I will, because I already have little bags made up with my business card and a sample and maybe a mint like that. And I give them to whenever I meet somebody. And then I always get a phone number. So I always ask for their phone number in exchange. And I've went out and done uh, honoring working women and giving them samples as I go in, and then I get their number and then call them and book them. I've booked quite a few appointments that way. So,
Oh, that's
um,
good.
hmm
I
yeah,
uh, I'm not so good at that. I probably should do that. Janice asked us to do that, and I know I'm starting class next week, and I've got my binder ready and my binder paper in there and all my dividers, and it's going to be really intense for 6 months. But that's probably one of the things she's going to have us do. I don't know. Just go out and pass out samples.
hmm
I'll have to get more samples. I don't have enough.
yeah. I have like eyeshadow samples and blush samples that I usually just put one of those in there because
Yeah, but we don't have those anymore.
I know I have a bunch of them from I ordered them a long time ago, so I'm just passing those out. So I ordered, every color that we had, and I just use those. I just tear those off and put them in the bag and give them a little sample.
You know,
So
those used to be able to stick on the back of your business card.
yeah,
They
right. I
used to have
know.
stickies on them where you could peel it off and stick it on your business card.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they do that. We don't
Mm-mm.
even have them anymore. So we have to figure out other samples. So
Mm-hmm.
branding, the t-shirts. I know I need to update. The one t-shirt I have that says Mary Kay is way too big. Um, I do have my director shirt. I do have my sweatshirt that says Mary Kay that I got for a prize a long time ago. But I probably need to get another. I've got my makeup and ministry shirt, but I probably need to get. I'm glad that she said branding, wear a Mary Kay shirt, or
Mm-hmm.
something to go out because we used to back in the day have to like dress, like she said, nylons, shoes,
Mm-hmm.
dress to go out to pass out samples. And I used to
Mm-hmm.
dread it because to go out and get names, you had to dress up,
Mm-hmm.
to go out and
Right.
get names. Now you can just brand yourself by just taking the samples with you wherever you go. Make sure you have a Mary Kay shirt on and pass out samples.
Yes.
You know,
I have that bling one that I ordered through MK Connections. I've got the with the sparkles on it, the blingy one that says Mary Kay.
yeah,
So I wear that a lot of times too. And then I have a shirt that I had bought, not shirt, but like a sweatshirt, but it says it says my MK life. And so I wear that also. So I've been wearing that. And um and I have lots of totes or lots of purses that I've won that says Mary Kay on them. So right
right.
now I have my tote that I take with me everywhere that says Mary Kay on it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. So
yeah.
that's branding. That's branding.
Hmm.
She also said set clear written goals
Yes.
and set on those goals your income that you want for you. That's what I wrote down. Income for me. I don't know. What else did she say on that?
Should add team members, 5 or more, for Princess Court. As to like if you want to become a Princess Court, recruiting or sales. And that's what I got. This
Yeah,
on
I
the
got
first.
Princess Court down there too. Team building, add team members and Princess Court.
Mhm.
Because we do, and actually I do too. We have as sales directors, we do our own. So you may not earn the company's Princess Court or Court of Sales, but you can earn our unit Princess Court, Court of Sales. For our unit, it's usually less than what the company wants. So the company for Court of Sales is 45,000. It used to be 40, now it's 45. And so like we had to be by tomorrow night, we have to be in order to go to the party, we have to be at 27,500. Well, I'm a couple thousand short. So I probably won't hit the party for leadership, which will be the first time in like a long time. Because I always hit the party at leadership. But this is the first year that we got it up to where we have to hit 27.5. And normally, and the halfway mark is 22.5. That I have. 27.5 is more than the halfway mark, and they want us to hit 27.5. Whatever.
Mhm.
I'm doing my best.
Mhm.
I'm doing what I can do to hit it. I don't buy my way. The majority of my whole inventory is paid for if I sell it. I sell it, I get the money, I reorder it back. I'm not one to go in there and put thousands of dollars on a credit card just to have, to hit a mark. I've
Mhm.
learned to sell the product, to make the profit, and to order my products back. And the key is order the products back, so you have the
Mhm.
products for your customers. Okay, so the events, Red Jackets at the end of February, career conference coming up in March. I think it's March, I don't know, March 17th, 20, somewhere around in there. It's in Anaheim. Um, I have it written down somewhere, but it's in Anaheim. So
Mhm.
you got to be in a red jacket. And what they're going to do is another thing they're recognizing for career conference is the My Shop. Set up your My Shop and hook up your Stripe account. And you'll get recognized at career conference. You'll get a special lanyard just for that. And if you are in a red jacket with 3 active, you'll get recognized for that as well. You'll get something, I don't know, you'll probably go across stage or something. I'm not really sure. But and she said time management. What'd you get on time management?
So master social media
Uh-huh.
and marketing. Don't ignore, learn it. Mary Kay.
Subscribe to Mary Kay US and Mary Kay
Mhm.
Global. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
it. That's right. I'm
social
trying to
media
read
and
my
marketing.
notes.
Make your
Hmm.
time count when you're on social media and marketing to
Right.
market
Yeah,
yourself.
don't
Yeah.
be just on there scrolling and look at other things beyond Mary Kay stuff.
Yeah. She
Hmm.
said make sure you're on when you master the social media, you get on, you market yourself and make your time count while you're on there. But
Hmm.
don't like stay on there and scroll, scroll, scroll. And she also said build relationships, not just sales.
Hmm.
Get that, ask for referrals, build trust with your customers.
Right. And you get growth.
Yeah. Because
Hmm.
uh, that's what I've been talking about too. It's your customers. Build your
Hmm.
customers. I mean, build the trust with your customers. Love on your customers. I had a customer call me the other day. She couldn't get her hand cream open. She's in her 90s.
Hmm.
And the only thing I could think of was it might have been one that I taped because I didn't want it to flop open because it didn't have the new packaging on there. And it was one I taped. She called me and I stopped by the next day and she had just got it open. She figured it out, got it open. She used a pair of scissors and
Hmm.
I was already at Rosewood. So I went up to see her anyway and kind of peeled some of the tape. I used to tape it so it wouldn't pop open when I was selling them. I didn't want it to squish out. I didn't want somebody to come up there and try to open it and get a sample when it's not for a sample. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
But building your trust with your customers, invest in personal growth, stay away from the noise, set 30-minute timers and stay focused and stay on task. I like that idea. She said, even if you have to
Hmm.
set 15 minutes and focus on a task and then come back
Right.
to it and focus on it. But
Hmm.
invest in personal growth. What do you got to say about that?
It says, what are you listening to? Um, so what are you listening to and in your what you're getting, like, are you listening to Mary Kay's, like, um motivation? Are you motivation or you staying listening to stay in your own, what did I put? Stay in your own path or stay in your own,
Yeah, stay away from the noise.
yeah. Yeah, and stay away from noise.
We get so much noise thrown at us, like a bazillion emails, like multiple times a day. And I'm always delete, delete, delete without even opening. And it just things are coming thrown at us all the time for noise. And I think it's just like the book we just finished. You know, it's the enemy coming at us, trying to get us distracted from what we're focused at. That's what it is.
Yeah.
And that book we just finished up today was amazing. I hope everybody got something out of that. If not, you'll have to go back and watch it because I did not record it. It was not on Zoom. I did not YouTube it. It was all on Facebook. And I got a notification today that January 11th, all the on Facebook in our unit, all of the chats are going to be deleted. Just so you know.
Mhm.
All the chats are going to be deleted. Unless I want to save them to something. I don't even know how I could save them. It says I can download them and save them, all the chats. But all of them are going to be deleted on January 11th. It's Facebook.
Mhm.
Whatever. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Just trying to get me sidetracked. I'm not going to worry about it. Janice also said follow up with the names that you get within 24 to 48 hours.
Right. I've heard that before. Yeah. I try to do all that. I do that. If I get a name, I'm following up in the same night or the next day.
Yeah, I try to too. Try to follow up within
Mhm.
24 to 48 hours. Because if you wait, she said, you wait, then they're out of it, you know?
Mhm.
They're not going to um they're not going to want to do anything with you. You know what I mean? I don't
Mhm.
know. I just thought that was funny. Um so okay,
It
so I have, do you have anything else you want to add to that?
just says stay focused on the task. Um 30 minutes on the phone. Yeah, what you meant right there. But stay focused on your task, like what you're doing. Um, don't get sidetracked. Just stay focused.
Right. Stay focused. Sometimes that's hard.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes that's
Because
hard.
she says sometimes, like she said, she's like, she'll be doing something, and then she'll say, "Oh yeah, yeah, I need to do that," and she'll get away from what she was focused on, but try to stay focused on that one thing that you were doing, and not try to like, "Oh yeah, I got to do that." Remember, try to finish what you're doing, and then go to what you're the other thing, but
Well,
don't
and
get.
the reason why, and this is funny because I just took a driving course for my insurance company. I have never taken a driving course. The most interesting, easiest driving course, online driving course that I've ever taken, just so we can keep our discount at Geico. And the kids are going to have to take one too because we're all together in the insurance policy. But one of the things he talked about is multitasking.
Mm-hmm.
Multitasking. And what it does to your brain. It's Dr. Gray Matter is what his nickname is, Dr. Gray Matter. But what it does to your brain when you multitask, like you don't stay focused on one thing and you try
Mm-hmm.
to go here and go there and do this, and you got a text message coming in, you got this going on and all this stuff going on. What it does to your brain when it kills those brain cells. And you really don't want to kill any brain cells, right? So
Mm-hmm.
when you stay more focused, like they were talking about focus like driving, I think the number 10 most distraction was eating and driving. The number one most distraction was being on a cell phone and driving.
Mm-hmm.
Then they had, the ones in between, which was funny, but it does kill brain cells. And you really don't want to kill any brain cells, correct?
Right.
Yeah. So I think that's good. Do you have anything else you want to add for that?
Um,
So I was going over some of my
She was
notes.
saying,
Yeah,
oh,
go ahead.
I had to get to my other paper. Helping others to get what they want, what they need.
Right.
So it says she expressed that she was just she helped somebody
Oh,
in another country. She helped somebody to sign up and helped her get her business started. But she said, I was able to do that. But that's what she was experiencing, that, you know, if you help other people to get what they need, that'll help you also.
right.
So,
Yeah, and that's what we do. I mean, like we
mhm,
can't financially all help somebody in another country and get them started and get them their inventory, but she can because she is international, and so we can do what we can do um, to help people as much as we can, and we don't have to. We can help people by different ways,
mhm,
not just financially, but physically, emotionally. We can be there for them, and um, it's like I told somebody the other day, Mary Kay is God first, family second, career third. Mary Kay built this company um, using a lipstick or products actually as a vehicle to be able to be the light, the hands and feet of Jesus. And that's what we do. Um, it's it's just a vehicle to do it. And helping people is what Jesus did, right? And
mhm,
so that's what we do. We help people. But she financially was able to help somebody get
mhm.
from I guess she was in hiding or in some place where she had to
Yeah,
flee.
she's in a
Yeah,
safe house. Yeah.
safe house. Yeah,
Mhm,
to get her on her feet so she could start making money, which is kind of cool.
mhm,
I like that too. I like that story. I would like to build internationally. I still can
mhm,
build internationally. Once our unit gets up, gets more people in, and gets more stable, then I can go international. But you have to
mhm,
commit to going a couple of times a year when you're building, and you have to offspring a director within a 2 year period. There's some requirements to build internationally. However, international money comes in and it never stops.
mhm,
When the nationals retire, they still get their international checks. You know, and when the USA checks stop, the international checks don't stop, which is kind of cool. So if I was young enough, I would go to be a national just for the family security program. It would be great.
mhm.
So okay, so next week we're going to start Boss Babes. Um, it's a 6 week. We did it last year, and I'm going to send out and post the. Let me see if I can pull up the picture here. I'm going to send out and post the link to print out the uh, oh Lord, I don't know what happened to the picture. I don't know what happened to the picture. The link to actually print out, and it is a lengthy. Let me see if I can find it. It's a lengthy little packet. So what I would do, it's like I want to say 20 something pages. What I would do is print it front, back, probably black, white to be more cost effective and get it done at Office Depot or FedEx office. Don't use your own ink because there's a lot to it, but there's also kit and commit on there. Um, I just clicked on Boxer. Ah, somebody boxed. Um, so I can post it and I can email it out. But we're gonna start. I wonder where my picture is. I just sent a picture of the. Uh, I don't know. I don't know where it went. Let me see. But all the information's on there. It's all a kit and commit. All of it's on there for the. Here we go. Let me see if I can share this picture with you. Maybe, maybe I can share. Hold on. I found a picture. Mine I downloaded to my computer and it did not work. Uh-oh. Hold on. Wrong picture. That's not what I was supposed to share. I didn't click what it was supposed to share. That's why. There we go. So you see it starts in January, but it's actually going to start next week. It is 6 weeks. Lisa Matson's going to be on there. Devan Mao, Kristen Sharp, Julia Monday Garner, Lakeisha Chisholm, and Brittany Jenks. So, and 2 of them you saw on the vision workshop. So that'll be kind of cool. I don't think you didn't see the other ones. The other ones were on the vision workshop for directors, but it'll start. Let me look at my calendar here. We're going to start next Tuesday. It is a 6 weeks. I will be at leadership on the 20th. So we'll go 2 weeks. We'll take a break one time, and then we'll go for the rest of the 4 weeks. But we'll start next week. And I'm going to go ahead and post everything. Get your packet printed. It's going to be cool. So it's going to help you be a little more consistent. It's going to help you be, I don't know. We did it last year. Do you remember?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just to get you set up for 2026. And we also have got a lot of stuff. You guys can tie into a lot of stuff. I think this coming Saturday, there's a free workshop with Dawn Otten-Sweeney. I think she has something that's going on also. I saw it on Facebook. I'll post a flyer. You guys can tie into whatever you want. I know Katrina's they've got a workshop coming up, a January Jumpstart coming up in a couple of weeks. So you can sign up for that one. That one does cost money. The other ones I think are free. You just have to sign up for it so you get the email. And I think it's Dawn Otten-Sweeney. Let me look. She's got one that's it's once a month. It's once a month because hold on, because my friend posted it. I seen Dawn posted it too, but it's once a month. It's called Shoring Up Your Mary Kay Business Foundation. So I'll post it, but you do need to be registered. So you get the live YouTube link. It's going to be emailed out to the people who are registered, who registers on tomorrow, the 1st or the 2nd. And then it is January 3rd. So the first one is that, well, maybe she changed it. So maybe that's what she was going to do something else, but maybe she's doing this. January 3rd from 10 to 12 a.m. But let me see what time zone it is. Eastern Standard Time Zone. So 10 a.m. would be 7 a.m. So 7 to 9 a.m. our time zone on January 3rd, February 14th, March 7th, April 11th, May 2nd, and June 6th. Once a month, she's going to do a free training to help you reinforce or strengthen something that's in danger of failure, like for your shore up. That's what that verb means. But it's training for your business, to shore up your business and make it strong. So I'll post that. And if you guys want to do that, you're more than welcome to sign up to do that. It's one Saturday a month. I am in Janice Trude's masterclass, which is more than one Saturday a month with homework. So, and I don't know if she'll give you homework or not, but it is something. And then we're going to do the Boss Babes. That's something too. And that just, the Boss Babes is kind of pretty simple. We watch a video. You have a little bit of homework if you want to do it, which I encourage you to do it because it'll help you build your business. And then there's the Kit and Commit that's coming back. And that information is in the Boss Babe packet, the Kit and Commit. And it's to book 8 to hold 5. And all that means is you book 8, whether it's virtual, in person, on the go, or Zoom, or whatever. 8 appointments to hold 5 in a 2-week period. They say 2 weeks, but I think last time they gave you guys a month. So book 8 to hold 5. I'm going to also try to book 8 to hold 5. I was taught to have 10 appointments on our day book at all times. That's how I was taught. And right now my day book does not show that. So I actually have to get on the phone and book people. So because I want to book before I go out of town. I want to book after I want to have it booked for when I come back. It's booked. So I also will be booking and doing the kit and commit. So anybody got any questions on that? Are you kind of excited for that?
Yeah.
Are you? Are you going to do the kit and commit? I know you started it last time.
Yes.
Okay. Now remember, it's just a mindset. What did we just learn? It's a mindset. Move forward. Keep moving in motion.
Yes.
Yeah. So you're going to get a whole bunch. You're going to get them 100 no's, right?
Right.
You get
Yeah.
100 no's, you let me know.
Okay.
I'll take you to dinner.
Okay. I'll go to dinner. I want to go to dinner.
So you better
Let's see
get
if
out there
I
and
can
get
do it.
100 no's. Yeah. Get that little tracking sheet for 100 no's. It's in our Facebook group in the files. There should be a tracking sheet in there for 100 no's. And if you can't find it, let me know and I'll get you one. Get those 100 no's and I'll take you to dinner.
Okay.
We can make it a party. You can go too.
Okay.
We'll all try to get 100 no's.
Yes.
I
It'll
don't
be a
think
big
that
party.
yeah,
Yes.
I don't think we can get 100 no's, but we can try. And I just got to give a shout out to Paula Ramirez, Felicia Ramirez, or Ramirez Garcia. Sorry, Felicia Garcia. She just added another person to her team. She became a senior consultant today. Her consultant that signed up last month ordered, and she just added to her team today. And I'm so excited because I think he's going to do well on TikTok. It's a guy. He's a young guy. And he's mostly on, he loves the products, but he loves the skincare. But he's going to do TikTok and Instagram. And I think he's going to do well. Sporting that Mary Kay MKM, MK Men. His name is, let me look. His name is Alexander Flores. So I'm excited for him. I haven't met him yet. I am going to send his picture to my assistant, but I think that's good. So far this month, we've added 4, 5, 6, and I hope by tomorrow night we have at least 4 more by tomorrow night for our unit this month, which is good. So I'm working on that. I work today, and I know that God's going to bless my efforts. I went in there and I told him, I said, God, I feel like I'm working. I'm doing all the things, and I'm seeing no results at all with everything I'm doing. So I'm just going to give it to him and let him take over. And what happens, what happens. Let it go, give it to him. So yeah, I mean, I feel like I've done everything he's asked me to do. He'll put something in my spirit and I'll do it. And I don't see the results, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. It's all good. Hey, I went over some of my notes and then we're going to close. I have this book, this book. It was from 2024. It was like, I want to say my date book, kind of like my date book, where I wrote down what I needed to do every day. But occasionally in there on the pages, on the back side of the pages, I had notes written down from when I was on a call or a Zoom or something. So this is from 2024. I have a bunch of these notes in here. Okay, so I just have a question on this one. I just happened to open up to this one, and it's on the back side of, well, I don't even know when this is. Is it, I don't know when it is. July, set up July. It must be in June. It must be a June note. It says, are you someone that's been holding on or growing strong? So I'm going to end on this. Are you someone that's been holding on or growing strong? We are tested to be trusted. What stopped you from blooming? These are questions I've asked myself. What stopped you from blooming? So I want you to think about that. Are you someone that's holding on, or are you growing strong moving forward? Because this goes right with the workshops that we had. We are tested to be trusted. God's testing us to be trusted with what he's given us. What stopped you from blooming? We are selling the dream or buying excuses. Are we selling the dream or buying excuses? You have to be fired up to power up. How are you going to play big for your seminar goals? Give yourself grace if you didn't achieve your goals, and give your leaders grace. Know your numbers that you need for your goal. Build your dream. So just that's just what I wrote down. So I just thought I would end on that, because it kind of goes with the vision workshop that we have. Because sometimes we hold on to things instead of going forward, moving forward, and growing. And sometimes we get tested and we give up instead of testing to be trusted with what God's giving us and the movement he's got for us. So the question is, what stopped you from blooming? I don't know. That's for you to think about. Stay the course, though. Stay the course. Have a specific goal and stay the course and keep moving forward. There you go. I think that's it. Okay, you guys. I didn't mean to keep you. Let me stop the recording. Yeah.